After the age of 7, I remember doing it on my own. Like on my own, I can sit and chant the mantra and sankalpa. Till then, they used to make me sit in their lap. My gurus did for me.
Hey, 2 more minutes.
I want all of you to know. People ask me, Swamiji, you tell stories about your gurus, such powerful people, such extraordinary spiritual giants. Why they did not create Kailasa or huge organization all over the world? I laugh at them. Fool! Who you think is creating now? It is they who is creating through this body. The tapas they did on this body.
So,
Literally, they all, with all their tapas, energies, powers, intelligence, knowledge, everything, they all entered into this being and made the ultimate manifest. And through this body, they are all manifesting. And they are only doing this whole Kailasa. This Chaturmasya is not my pride, it is their glory. Understand? Kanchi Paramacharya, what a great being. But the way he used to attend to the details, see, there is no need for him to tell my guru. I'll tell the exact words as narrated by my guru. As a baby, they took me to him to receive the blessings. He blessed and then he said, ஒரு சன்னியாசிக்கு வயசு சாதுர்மாசியம் வச்சுதான் கணக்கு பண்றது சாஸ்திரப்படி வழக்கம். சீக்கிரம் ஆரம்பிச்சிருங்க சாதுர்மாசியத்தை. It means usually the sannyasi's age, seniority, is counted based on the number of chaturmasyas that person has observed, not based on the age. The age itself is counted only based on the number of chaturmasya the person performed. So understand, the world of spirituality is totally different. So he blessed and gave this instruction to my gurus. I think by the time they could organize everything and make everything ready and do the rituals and initiation, it took 2.5 years. I think maybe when I was 2.5, the third year, that's the time they started the first Chaturmasya, made me do the first Chaturmasya. So now when they gave me the Balasanyas initiation and then made me do the Chaturmasya, they took a photograph. Chaturmasya is not my pride, it's the glory of my gurus and the tapas they have done on me. I only did one thing. I simply connected with them as they introduced themselves to me. With that strength, I went through everything, up, down, good, bad, right, wrong, difficult, easy, everything. And through this body, literally they are doing the whole thing. This whole Kailasa. Spiritual scriptures reading. Vedas, Upanishads.
Nithyanandam, welcome to Kailasa's Nithyananda Yoga, the authentic yoga revived by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, BHAGAVAN, Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, as revealed by Paramashiva himself, the Ashtanga Yoga. So let's begin with the Sadguru Vandanam. Join your hands in Namaskar Mudra as we begin. Nithyanandam Paramasukhadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Sadunasudasam Tattvamasyadiraksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Tadgurum Tam Namami. Keep your eyes closed as we enter into Shiv Mool Mantra Japa 11 times internally. Om Ham Ham Shivaya Namaha. 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 Now we'll be entering into Tattvachanam, the ritualistic cleansing, as yoga is a ritual. So let's begin. Om Atudattam Sodhyami Sudha. Om Vidyadattam Sodhyami Sudha. Om Shivadattam Sodhyami Sudha. Om Ham Hridyaya Namaha. Now clasp your right hand over the left and place it on the right thigh as we enter into the conscious resolution. Om Mamopata Samasta Duridashaya Dwara Bhagavad Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Prityartham Shri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Prityartham Cha Adya Purokta Evam Guna Visheshena Visishtayam Asyam Subhidhau पूर्णारोग्ययुक्त दृगात् योगिक शरीर सिद्ध्यर्थम परमशिव शक्ति आविष्करणार्थम नित्यानंद योगाभ्यासं करिष्ये. Om Apaprishya. Now wash your hands and place the Pancharatma aside as we enter into Tritiya Vinyasa Krama, first sequence. And the first asana is Kshemasana. So as we begin, sit in a comfortable cross-legged posture like in Sukhasana and rest your elbows gently on your thighs. Interlace a finger in front of the chest and lean your chin softly on top of your hands. Keep your spine long and relaxed. Draw the shoulders down from the ears. Maintain the even breath. Hands in Parashumudra, Samanukumkasu. As you inhale, visualize the heat flame raising up along the spine. Maintain the awareness of the digestive fire, Jatra Agni, at the navel center. Hold the breath comfortably and then exhale. Engage Mula Bandha. Visualize, gaze to the nose, Nasagra Drishti. Visualize yourself being auspiciously blessed. Feel your spine rise tall with ease, your heart open and calm. Chand Japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Kshemam Yashmin Bhave Dehe. Tatshemasanam Uchyate. Yes. So let's begin with next asana. And the next asana is Kubjasana. So as you're seated in a cross-leg position, spine tall, inhale deeply, once again in Samanakumaka. And inhale, lengthen your spine, and as you exhale, visualize or extend the bend and gently bend forward from the hips, drawing the chin down towards the navel, consciously expanding your spine, trying to raise your shoulders and try to crack your upper spine, separating each vertebra, covering your upper back. Yes. So keep continuing with separating each vertebra, cracking your upper spine, curving your upper back like a humpback. Shambhavi Mudra, Samana Kumbhaka, and visualize gentle unfolding and release of tension in the upper back like a hump, gracefully curving outward. Jalandhar Bandha, Nasagre Dishti, gaze to the nose and chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Nabho Simhanadam Pochanya Esha Kopjikasanam Tu. The next asana is Jaghanya Charana Griva. In this asana, as you are seated in a comfortable seated posture, draw the chin to the chest to begin the movement. So it's a dynamic movement of the neck rotation. Slowly and smoothly roll your neck in a full circle, moving to ears, to shoulders, to back, then front, and repeat on the other side slowly. Keep your shoulders down and neck muscles relaxed throughout to avoid tension. Visualize prana flowing freely through your neck, clearing tightness and dissolving stiffness. Once again, perform Shambhavi Mudra, Saman Kumbhaka. As you inhale, visualize, bring your awareness to the navel center, the Jatra Agni. Engage Mulbandha as you chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Anuloma Vidhanabhyam Charnanga Brahmo Bhavet Dashada Charana Mukhya Jaghanyanya Smrita Buddhahi. The next asana is Jaghanya Charana Griva, head tilt. So, from the comfortable seated position, now gently nod your chin down to the chest and stretch the back of your neck. Hold for a moment as you inhale in Samana Kumbhaka, visualizing the heat, the digestive fire at the navel center, Shambhavi Mudra. Keep your eyes open wide, but awareness rests deeply within. And slowly, then lift your chest up to the ceiling, stretching the front part of your neck. Visualize prana flowing freely through your neck, clearing tightness and dissolving stiffness. Engage Mulbandha as you chant the japa, O Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Anuloma Vidhanabhyam Charnanga Brahmo Bhave Dashadha Charana Mukhya Jaghanyanya Smrita Buddhahi. The next asana is Jaghanya Charana Skanda, the shoulder rotation. We are entering into all the subtle joint movements. So make sure that you're performing all the asanas. As you are sitting comfortably, extend your arms wide and bend the elbows and start rotating the shoulders in circles. Make both small and large circles in each directions. Keep your core engaged, your upper body relaxed as you move. Avoid hunching your shoulders or rotating too quickly. Maintain controlled and steady movement. Shambhavi Mudra, Samana Kumbhaka. Once again, inhale. Visualize the digestive fire at the navel center. Visualize prana flowing freely through every joints, shoulders, ligaments, and tendon, clearing the tightness and dissolving stiffness. And see the golden light flushing away stagnant energy, lubricating, strengthening each connection. Engage Mulbandha as you chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Anuloma Vidhanabhyam Charnanga Brahmo Bhavet Siddha Charana Mukhya Jaghanyanya Smrita Buddhahi. The next asana is Jaghanya Charana Manibandha. As you're seated in comfortable seated posture, clench your hands into fist and extend your arms out wide or in front and start rotating your wrist in large controlled circles to warm up your joints. Keep your elbows soft, avoid locking your elbows during the movement. Avoid rushing the circles or tensioning your shoulders. Move slowly and smoothly. Shambhavi Mudra. Once again, perform Samana Kumbhaka. Inhale deeply. Visualize the Jatra Agni, the digestive fire at the navel center. Hold the breath as long as comfortable. Exhale, engage Mulabandha, where you contract the muscles of the pelvic floor, lifting upward without tension is Mulabandha. Visualize prana flowing freely through your every joint, ligament, and tendon, clearing tightness and dissolving stiffness. Chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. अनुलोम विधानाभ्याम चरणांगा भ्रमो भवे दशधा चरणामोख्या जगन्यान्या स्मृता बुधहि. The next asana is Jagarne Charna Anguli Moola. So once again, from the comfortable seated posture, stretch your fingers by pressing your hand with the fingertips, pointing down, then up and away from you. Avoid movements too quickly or locking your elbows. Keep your elbows slow and controlled. Shambhavi Mudra, Samana Kumka, you can repeat on the other by changing the hand position as well. Changing the hand. Inhale deeply once again in Samana Kumka. Engage Mulabandha as you visualize prana flowing freely through every joints, ligament, and tendon, clearing tightness and dissolving stiffness as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. अनुलोम विधानाभ्याम चरणांगा भ्रमो भवेत् दशधा चरणा मुख्या जगन्यान्या स्मृता बुधहि. The next asana is Karuna Samdigrahana. So from the comfortable seated position, now clasp your wrist with the opposite hand and gently squeeze and massage the inner joints, applying as much pressure as you can comfortably tolerate. Shambhavi Mudra. Once again, perform the Samana Kumka. Inhale deeply. Visualize heat, flame rising up along the spine. Maintain the awareness of the digestive fire, the Jatra Agni at the navel center. Hold the breath comfortably as long as comfortable. Engage Mulbandha. You can repeat on the other hand as well. Visualize prana flowing freely through every wrist, joints, clearing tightness and dissolving stiffness. Engage Mulbandha as you chant Vijapa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Bahu Charanama Vokto Charna Grahaname Vacha Padasya Shandi Grahanam Karasamdhi Sthevacha. The next asana is Chandrasana. From the comfortable seated position, with your spine tall, place one hand on the ground on the side of your hips. So you can start with placing the right hand on the sides of your hip and then reach your opposite arm up and over to the side. Lengthening through your raised arm to stretch the side of your body. Ground your sitting bones evenly for stability. Avoid collapsing your chest by keeping it open towards the front. Shambhavi Mudra. Samana Kumka. Once again, inhale deeply, visualize the prana. Heat flame at the navel center. Engage Mulbandha. Visualize prana flowing freely through the sides of your body, clearing tightness and dissolving stiffness. As you chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Chandraileshitah Shnu Tadvat Padacham Krutva Thulonyo Samsitam Chandra Eva Kathit Mitihi Tat Utvat Padmasana Vad Dvigana Padadvayam Kritta Arthaya Arthaha. Now we'll be repeating Chandrasana on the other side. So this time place your left hand on the side of your hips and raise your right arm over the head, stretching the right side of your body. Grounding your sitting bones evenly, avoiding collapsing your chest by keeping it open and towards the front. Shambhavi Mudra. Once again, perform Samana Kumka. Inhale deeply, visualize the digestive fire, the Jatra Agni at the navel center. Engage Mulabandha and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. तद्वत् पादाचयं कृत्वा दूतलान्यो संसितं चन्द्रैम इव कथितम् इति तद् पादमासनवद् The next asana is Jaghanya Charana Anguli. So sit with your legs extended in front of you and spine tall and clench your toes tightly. So clench your toes tightly and then extend and spread them wide to activate the foot muscles. Move your toes individually or together for flexibility to increase the flexibility and strength. Shambhavi Mudra. Keep your eyes open wide. Samanukumka. Engage Mulbandha. Visualize prana flowing freely through every joints, ligament, tendon, and your feet, clearing tightness and dissolving stiffness. Chant Japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. अनुलोम विधानाभ्याम चरणांगा भ्रमो भवेत् दशदा चरणामुख्या जगन्यान्या स्मृता बुधहि. The next asana is Jaghanya Charana Gulfa. So in this asana, as you are seated with your legs extended in front of you, spine tall, place your feet slightly off the ground. So lift your heels off the ground and begin the rotation of your ankles in slow and controlled circles. Make both small and large rotations in each direction to warm up your ankle joints. Keep your knees soft, avoid locking them to protect your joints. Once again, inhale in Saman Kumka. And visualize prana flowing freely through your ankle joints, clearing tightness and dissolving stiffness. Chant Japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Anuloma Vidhanabhyam Charnanga Brahmo Bhaved. Dashada Charana Mukhya Jaganyanya Smrita Buddhahi. The next asana is Janu Samdhi Grahana. So once again, sit comfortably in a cross-legged position and clasp your knees with both the hands and start gently squeeze and massage the inner joints, applying as much pressure as you can comfortably tolerate. Once again, inhale in Samanukumka. Hold the breath and visualize the heat rising up along the spine as you bring your awareness to the navel center. Visualize prana flowing freely through your knees, joints, clearing tightness and dissolving stiffness. Chant Japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Bahu Charnama Vokto Charnanga Brahmo Bhavet. Padasya Sandhi Grahana Karasandhi Sthe Vacha. The next asana is Gulfa Samdhi Grahana. So from the previous asana now, bring your hands and clasp your ankles with both the hands and gently squeeze and massage the inner joints of your ankles, applying as much pressure as you can comfortably tolerate. Once again, perform Shambhavi Mudra, Samana Kumaka. Inhale deeply. Visualize the heat, the digestive fire at the navel center. Perform Mulabandha and visualize prana flowing freely through your ankle joints, clearing tightness and dissolving stiffness. As we chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Bahu Charnama Vokto Charnanga Grahame Vacha Padasya Sandhi Grahana Karasandhi Sthe Vacha. The next asana is Pada Sandhi Grahana. From the comfortable seated posture, now clasp your foot with both the hands and start gently squeeze and massage the inner joints of your foot, applying as much pressure as you can comfortably tolerate. Once again, perform the Shambhavi Mudra, Samana Kumbhaka. Visualize prana flowing freely through your feet, clearing tightness and dissolving stiffness. Mool Bandha. And once again, reminder for everybody that Mool Bandha will be engaged in every single asanas. Chant Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Bahu Charnama Vokto Charnanga Brahme Charnangrahana Mevacha Padasya Sandhi Grahanam Karasandhisthevacha. Now, sit with your legs extended in front of you as we enter into the next asana, which is Balanathasana. And then cross one foot over the top of the other. So cross one foot over the top of the other, hooking the top of the foot just above the toes. So you are hooking the top of the foot just above the toes around the outside of the bottom foot. Then pull the hooked foot upward to engage the front part of the shin. And then keep your fingers interlaced between your thighs at the groin for the deeper stretch. Shambhavi Mudra. Perform Samanakumka. Visualize yourself as Nath Yogi. Pause through tapas, breath, and hatha discipline. Engage Mulbandha as you chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Atha Balanasanam. Atha Balanatanasanam. Now we are repeating Balanathasana on the other side. So this time switch the position of your foot. Cross the other foot on the feet. Once again, place your hands between the groin and perform Shambhavi Mudra. Pull the hooked foot upward to engage the front part of your shin. Saman Kumbhaka, engage Mulbandha, visualize yourself as a Natha Yogi. As you chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Atha Balanathasanam. The next asana is Charpati Asana. As you're seated with your legs extended and hands between the thighs towards your groin region, keep your spine tall and core engaged, avoid stretching your lower back, and toes are pointed upward. So legs are not crossed. So uncross your legs and toes are pointed upward. Visualize yourself as something shaped through repeated use rather than force. Worn smooth. Engage Mulbandha and chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Adha Charpati Asanam. The next asana is Mridu Parivritti Asana. As you're seated with your legs extended in front of you, spine tall, simultaneously start rotating your feet outward and inward to engage ankle mobility. Press your back of your hands together in front of your chest with fingers pointing down and elbows raised high. Rotate your hands to open up your palms upward, twisting your wrist and hands in contact. Maintain a steady pressure by pressing the hands against each other throughout the movement. Shambhavi Mudra, Samana Kumbhaka. Engage, visualize prana flowing freely through every joint, ligament, and tendon. Chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Kati Prasare Nave Hastangulim Mridu Bandhanam Parivartayet. The next asana is Sharira Shuddhi Pravaha. So as you're seated with your legs extended in front of you, hands resting gently on your knees. And then inhale, as you inhale sharply, sweeping your arms straight up to open up your chest and shoulder wide, and then exhale powerfully and lowering your arms to the chest height, pulling your elbows back. You can repeat this again and again. Inhale strongly, open your fingers, your toes, shoulders as you widen your eyes. Exhale fully, contract your body strongly. Shambhavi Mudra, Samana Kumaka, engage Mool Bandha, visualize prana flowing freely through every joints and ligaments. As you chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, Sharira Shuddhi, Purvangam cha, Panchendriya, Vardhanam, Marmam, Sthe, Niyojayet. Yes. The next asana is Samhrita Kotili Asana. So start seated with your knees bent and feet flat on the ground. Spine tall. Bring your hands to the sides, relaxing your wrist and fingers comfortably. And start shaking your hands, loosening your wrist, releasing your tensions, keeping your shoulders relaxed, core engaged. Breathe steadily for stability. Shambhavi Mudra, Samana Kumbhaka. Visualize prana flowing freely through your joints. Engaging Mool Bandha as a chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Samklishtapadatsanam Dhrida Bahu Bandhanam Stilam. The next asana we are repeating. Samhrita Kottali asana on the other side. So once again, as you're seated with your feet flat and knees bent, lift your feet slightly off the ground, keeping your knees bent and core engaged. Gently start shaking your ankle joints to release the tension and increase the mobility of your ankles. Keep his ankles soft and relaxed while maintaining the steady breaths. Samana Kumbhaka. Engage Mulbandha as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Samklishtapadatsanam Dhru Bahu Dhridabahu Silam. The next asana is Urdhva Kati Pradana. In this asana, as you're seated with your legs extended in front of you, with your spine tall, bend one knee and draw it inward towards your chest while gently pushing it back beyond your armpits. To open up the hip joints, rotate your bent leg slowly and smoothly. Loosen the hip joints and increase the mobility. Keep your shoulders relaxed and spine long throughout the movement. Shambhavi Mudra. Close your eyes. Keep your eyes open wide and steady. Samana Kumbhaka. Engage Mulbandha. Visualize prana flowing freely through your hip joints as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Sankuchit Katim Prishthodhe Prerayet. Now we'll be repeating Urdhva Kati Pradana Asana on the other side. So switch the position of your legs. This time bring the opposite foot towards beyond the armpit. And once again hold it with both the hands. Perform and start loosening up your hip as you rotate the bent leg slowly and smoothly. Once again, chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Sankuchita Katim Prishthodhvam Prerayet. The next asana is Gala Pranava Prananyasa. So come to the kneeling position with spine tall and knees are hip width apart for the stability. Then interlace the finger and lift your arms over the head, keeping your elbows wide and active. Lean from side to side, allowing your torso to stretch while maintaining the straight spine. Incorporate a gentle twist from side to side within your range for the motion. Keep your movement controlled and spine aligned. Alignment intact. Once again, inhale in Sham Samanakumka. Engage Mulbandha and visualize prana flowing freely through the sides of your body. Chand Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Sputasthira Mridutaya Shishutala Galamarge Prasarasam Nikshipet. Now, the next asana is Shuddha Prana Pravaha. So come to the standing position with your feet hip width apart and spine straight for strong alignment. And lift your arms over the head and hold the opposite elbows with your hands. Keep your shoulders relaxed and arms active without lifting your shoulders. Shambhavi Mudra, Samana Kumaka. Once again, inhale deeply. Visualize the digestive fire at the navel center. Visualize prana flowing freely through your sides of your body, clearing tightness and dissolving stiffness as you engage Mulbandha and chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Vayu Shuddham Praveshya Dirgham Balam Dharyatva Nidhayet. The next asana is Skanda Parivritti. So from the standing position with your feet hip width apart and spine tall for the balance, bend the elbows and place the fingertips firmly on the shoulders and slowly start rotating your shoulders in both small and large circles, moving in each direction. Keep your core engaged and upper body relaxed throughout the movement. Shambhavi Mudra, Samana Kumaka. Visualize prana flowing freely through your every joints, ligaments and tendon, clearing tightness and dissolving stiffness as you chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Purna Dirgham Nabhitah Pankwam Matram Kampanam. The next asana is Jagarne Charna Prishtham. In this asana, as you are standing tall, with your feet hip width apart, spine tall for the support, place your hands on the hips and slowly rotate your upper body to one side. You're not rotating your hips, you're rotating your upper body. Keep your hips stable, facing forward, engage your core, and lengthen your spine to maintain control during the twist. Shambhavi Mudra, Samana Kumbhaka. Visualize prana flowing freely through the sides of your body, clearing tightness, dissolving stiffness, and as you chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Anuloma Vidhanabhyam Charnanga Brahmo Bhavet Dashra Charna Mukhya Jaganyanya Smrita Budahi. The next asana is Jaghanye Charna Kati. Once again, as you're standing tall with your feet hip width apart, spine tall, place your hands once again on the hips for the support for the movement. So this is a rotation of the hips. So slowly start rotating your hips in a controlled circular motion, moving in both clockwise and counterclockwise direction. Keep your knees soft. Engage your core to protect your lower back. Shambhavi Mudra, Samana Kumbhaka. Inhale deeply, visualize the heat flame in the navel center. As you hold the breath comfortably and then release. Visualize prana flowing freely through your hip joints, clearing tightness, dissolving stiffness. As you chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. अनुलोम विधानाभ्याम चरणांगा भ्रमो भवेत शुदा चरणामुख्या जगन्याया स्मृता बुधहि. The next asana is Jaganya Charana Janu. So from the standing position with your knees side by side and feet together, slightly bend your legs, keeping your core weight evenly distributed and spine, and start rotating your knees in slow and controlled circular motion in both directions. Shambhavi Mudra. Once again perform Samana Kumaka. Visualize prana flowing freely through every joint and clearing tightness and dissolving stiffness as you engage Mool Bandha and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. अनुलोम विधानाभ्याम चरणांगा भ्रमो भवेत शुदा चरणामुख्या जगन्यान्या स्मृता बुधहि. The next asana is Shringari Pavasana. From the standing position, stand on one foot with your spine tall and the opposite leg is slightly bent, heels behind you and off the ground. Keep the balance on the standing foot while avoiding locking the knees. Bring your hands into Namaskara Mudra with palms together in front of the chest. Engage the core gently to steady your hips and gaze forward for focus. Maintain your weight evenly as you perform Samana Kumaka. Visualize your foundation adorned with conscious grace. Each foot moves like sacred ornament, steady yet elegant. Chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Atah Shringari Pavasana. Now we'll be repeating Shringari Pavasana on the other side. So stand on the opposite foot, lift the opposite foot off the ground and behind your heels. Hands in Namaskara Mudra, Saman Kumbhaka. Visualize your foundation adorned with conscious grace. As you engage Mool Bandha and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Atah Shringari Pavasanam. The next asana is Sthira Angushthasana. In this asana, as you're standing tall with your feet grounded beneath you, let your hands rest naturally by your sides and soften your shoulders away from your ears. Lengthen through your spine and lift gently through the crown of your head. As you perform Shambhavi Mudra, Samana Kumhaka, and visualize your big toes as two solid anchors. So stand on the big toes. Lift your heels off the ground. Engage Mool Bandha. As you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Atah Sthirangushthasanam. The next asana is Vara Pada Dhyanasana. So from the standing position with legs extended and feet flat on the ground, slowly raise onto the tip of your toes to engage your calf and feet. And then rotate intentionally into pronation onto the sides of your heels. And then next, rotate into supination out onto the inside of your feet, making a circular rotation clockwise and counterclockwise. Overall foot mobility, to increase overall foot mobility and strength. Shambhavi Mudra, Samana Kumbhaka. Visualize prana flowing freely through your feet, creating tightness and dissolving stiffness. Engage Mool Bandha and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Pakshiyo Pada Sandhisya Dharam Kathe Buddha. The next asana is Uttana Triasana. So start from the standing position with your feet wide apart and make gentle fist with your hands and keep your wrist aligned and strong. Take a deep breath Gather the inner strength. On exhale, start striking your arms against your thighs with your fist, and then follow your striking to the sides of your torso, then arms with controlled force. Avoid injury. Keep the core engaged, shoulder relaxed. Shambhavi Mudra, Samanukumaka. Visualize prana flowing freely through every joint, clearing tightness and dissolving stiffness. As you engage Mulbandha and chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, Bahu Tadayet Uru Pashwakam Chadikam Mushti Bandhu Pashnibhi Bhumau. Relax now for a moment as we enter into the next asana, which is Punar Utthanasana. In this asana, start from the standing position with your feet hip width apart and toes slightly turned out. Engage your core as you keep your chest lifted and slowly bent onto your knees, lowering down your hips. Your toes are tucked into come to the squatting position. Keep your heels grounded. Oh, heels are grounded. Keep your spine long and gaze forward as you lower. Press your knees gently outward to align your toes. Then raise back up steadily by driving through your heels, engaging your glutes and thighs. Maintain a steady rhythm as you perform Shambhavi Mudra, Samanukumaka. Visualize prana flowing freely through your legs, clearing tightness and dissolving stiffness as you chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Punashchaiva tu janobhyam tale hastavidaranam पुनरुष्टिष्ठविराति यथाशक्त्या समभ्यसेत्. The next asana is Balvat Janu Nipatana. So from the standing position, with your feet hip width apart, spine tall, take a deep breath and prepare your body, and on a forceful exhalation as you gently drop down onto your knees. Bring your hands to hold the opposite elbows in front of the chest. As you gather your inner power, press that power downward through your knees onto the ground. Keep your spine tall, core engaged to maintain the strength. Once again, perform Shambhavi Mudra, Samanukumaka. Visualize prana flowing freely to the every joint, ligament, and tendon, clearing tightness and dissolving stiffness. Engage Mulbandha and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Balvat Nishwasya Janibhi Nipatya Balam Grihitva Nidhayet. The next asana is Udra Karakshasana. So start seated with one knee bent and foot flat on the ground, and with other knee raised. Position the other leg backward. So twist the other leg backward. Hips is outside. You're not sitting on the heels. Heels is outside. Place your hands on the respective knees. And then inhale as you exhale, gently twist your upper body towards the raised knee. So twist your upper body towards raised knee. Maintain the spine, tall spine throughout the movement. Shambhavi Mudra, Pratyahara Kumbhaka, where you inhale deeply and hold the breath while withdrawing the senses. Breathe. Bring your attention inward as you hold as long as comfortable, and then exhale slowly and repeat. Engage Mulabandha. Visualize the golden flame steady burning at the navel center, radiating strength and unwavering willpower. Gaze to the nose and chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Udara Asanam Itya Evam Kathitam Dwara Sthapada. Now we'll be repeating Udra Darshanasana. So switch the position of your leg. This time bring the opposite foot outside of the hip. The other foot is on the ground, knee raised, and place the hands on the respective knees and twist your torso, your upper body towards the raised knee. Shambhavi Mudra. Visualize the golden flame steadily burning at the navel, radiating strength, unwavering willpower as you engage Mulbandha and chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Udarasana Mityaivam Kathitam Dwarasam Saptadha. The next asana is Nageshasana. So from the seated position with both the feet flat on the ground and knees raised, close to the chest. Take your right arm and thread it. Take your right arm and thread it through the right leg from inside. And then bring the left arm around the raised knee and clasp your hand together in Parshu Mudra around the raised knees. Hands in Parshu Mudra. Maintain the tall spine. Engage your core slightly to support your lower back. Pratyahara Kumbhaka. Inhale deeply and hold the breath while withdrawing the senses. Engage Mulbandha. Visualize the serpent force coiling calmly within you. As you gaze to the nose and chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Atha Nageshasanam. Now we'll be repeating Nageshasana on the other side. So switch the position of your hand. This time bring the left hand and thread it between your thighs or your shin from inside and bring the right arm over the raised knee and interlace a finger in Parshu Mudra. Pratyahara Kumbhaka, Mulbandha, gaze to the nose as you chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Atha Nageshasanam. The next asana is Bhagna Patra Asana. So sit with both the legs together and feet touching and knees bent wide apart. Place your hands on the respective knees for the support and inhale in Pratyahara Kumbhaka. And as you exhale, lean forward all the way towards your heels. Keep your sitting bones grounded and avoid forcing the stretch. Maintain a gentle connection through your hands to guide the forward fold. Engage Mulbandha. Visualize your body as a vessel that has released its rigid form. Old structures softens and fall away. So this is the visualization is basically useful for all the people who think they're not able to bend, they're not able to do. So visualize your old structure softens and falls away, no longer resisting any pressure. Within this altered shape, strength gathers deliberately, settling into a new pathway. As you chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Atha Bhagna Patrasanam. Slowly rise up. As we enter into the next asana, which is Virasana Chatwari. In this asana, extend with your one leg extended in front of you. So you can start with your right leg extended in front of you and place the left leg extended in front of you and bring the right foot on the top of the knee. Place your hands on the ground behind you with fingers pointing slightly outward to support your chest. And then bend the opposite knee and place it on the opposite knee. Keep your legs extended active and flex the toes as you lift your chest gently. Shambhavi Mudra, Pratyahara Kumbhaka. Engage Mulbandha and visualize yourself as a seasoned warrior who stays relaxed under pressure, hips steady, breath steady, mind is steady. And with each inhalation, feel Virya, the inner strength, raising up the spine and expand the chest with confidence as you chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Atha Virasanam. The next asana is Vamardha Padasana. So sit with right foot on the ground, knee raised. Right foot on the ground, knee raised, and lift your left leg on the top of the raised right knee. And place your hands on the sides for the support. Keep your chest lifted, and you can lean slightly forward to stretch the side of your hips. Shambhavi Mudra, Pratyahara Kumbhaka, and visualize the hip as tight knot, being patiently untied and not forced. As you engage Mulbandha and chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Vamardha Padasanam. The next asana is Rejanu Samyogasana. In this asana, as you are seated comfortably, bend your right heel close to the groin. Bend your left heel and keep it close to the groin, and then lift your right foot and use both of your hands to lift and hold the foot firmly at the center of your chest. Keep your chest open and shoulder relaxed. Perform Shambhavi Mudra, Pratyahara Kumbhaka. Visualize a radiant warm bridge of energy connecting your heart center to your bent knee, symbolizing the union of love and grounded stability. Gaze to the nose as you chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Ekasya Parshve Ursijanum Nidhaya Anyatra Gulfam Sthapayitva Hastena Dharayet. The next asana is Tuskai Asana. In Tuskai Asana, sit with both legs extended in front of you, and then bend one leg, feet on the ground and knee raised. Bring your palms in Namaskara Mudra in front of the chest. Keep your legs extended, active by pressing through your heels and maintaining the length of your spine. Engage your core gently to support the posture. Pratyahara Kumbhaka. Visualize yourself seated as gentle as the grain after husking, stripped of all but what is necessary and true. Engage Mulbandha as you chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Atha Tuskayasanam. The next asana is Vakrasana Dve. So start with both legs extended in front of you, and then bend your right knee. Foot is on the ground, knees is raised. And press, and then your left leg is extended in front of you. Then reach your left arm across your body and twist your torso towards the right side, and bring your right arm and place it on the right foot. Your right arm is at the back. Twist your torso as you gaze towards the back. Lengthen your spine. Shambhavi Mudra. Perform Pratyahara Kumbhaka. Visualize your spine like a tall, flexible rope being wrung out from the center. All tension and heaviness is squeezed free without strain. Engage Mulbandha as you chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Atha Vakrasanam. Next asana is Viparita Ardha Matsyendrasana. Now, this time, place the raised foot on the opposite side of the extended leg. Yes. Once again, twist your torso, hands right arm on the back, left arm on the sides. Twist yourself, perform Shambhavi Mudra, Pratyahara Kumka, visualize yourself as Matsyendranath, the great yogi and lord of fishes, seated in serene mastery in inner balance. Engage Mulbandha and chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. विपरीत विपरीत अर्धमत्सेन्द्रासनमनामपादमेक मूर्ध्वं कृत्वा अपरं जानोनि न्यस्य पार्श्व शिरो निवेशयेत्. Yes. The next asana is Sankhahasana Purvanga. So sit with one leg extended in front of you and place the opposite foot on the upper inner thigh of the extended leg. And creating a bent leg posture. And then extend your opposite hand and hold on to the foot. Hold on to the opposite extended foot. Actually, the respective hand will be holding the respective extended foot, and the other hand goes behind and hold on to the feet behind you. Shambhavi Mudra, Pratyahara Kumbhaka. So you can take the support of the partner to extend you, to twist you, so that you use this time to perform this asana. Visualize a luminous conch shell spilling inward as at your center. As you hear its eternal vibration of Om, cleansing all negativity and awakening inner stillness. Feel its sacred spiral drawing your awareness deep within, invoking the protection, auspiciousness, presence of Lord Vishnu as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Padmam prasarya param kuchitva dakshina hastronte purayet. The next asana is Sankhahasana. So this is a similar asana from the progression of the previous asana. So once again, keep you holding yourself, and this time give a nice deep twist and turn backward. Look back. Give a deeper stretch while maintaining control and a steady breath. Visualize luminous conch shell spiraling inward at your heart. Pratyahara Kumka, Mulbandha, chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Padaikam prasaritva Anyam kunchitva dakshina hostronto horayet. Yes. The next asana that we are entering into is Vama Siddhasana. So sit from the seated position, extend your right leg out in front of you. So Vama means left. So keep your left leg, right leg extended and left foot at the perineum. Keep your spine tall, chest upright, and interlace the finger in Parshvamudra at the navel center. Perform Pratyahara Kumka. Visualize prana flowing freely through your legs, clearing tightness and dissolving stiffness as you gaze to the nose and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Adavama Siddhasanam. Now we are entering into the deeper stretch as we enter into Sankhahasana Uttaranga. For the progression of Sankhahasana. So as you're seated with your right leg extended and left leg bent, bend towards your bent leg, and bring the left arm over your head and the right arm below. Try to hold under the feet with both the hands. Twist yourself on the sides, the torso. Shambhay Mudra, Pratyahar Kumka. Visualize a luminous conch shell filing inward at your heart. As you gaze to the nose and chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. उभबाहु परिवृत्य प्रसारितपादं प्रसारयेत् प्रसारितपार्श्वो नितबन्धेन वृत्ति कृत्वा शक्ति प्रवर्तयेत्. The next asana is Dandasana Dve. So come to the seated position with both the legs extended in front of you, with toes pointing upward. Bring your hands at the belly with hands in Parashumudra. Elbows are relaxed down. Keep your spine long. Avoid arching your back. Pratyahara Kumbhaka. Engage Mulbandha. Gaze to the nose. Visualize yourself as a strong wooden shaft. Solid, durable and unbreakable. As you chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Dandapashivascha Sahajam. Bandhapindya Mayurakam. Ekapada cha. Shashmayura Hochete. The next asana is repeating Virasana Chatwari on the other side. So this time, sit with your right leg extended in front of you. Bring the left foot on the top of the right knee. Hands are on the sides, finger pointing outward. Shambhavi Mudra, Pratyahara Kumbhaka. And keep your extended leg active and flex the foot as you lift your chest gently. Visualize yourself building mastery through consistency. Inhale and feel the virya, which is the inner strength, raising up along the spine. Steady, confident exhale and let the hip relax where it's been holding, layer by layer. Engage Mulbandha and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Atha Virasanam. The next asana is Dakshinardha Padasana. So this time, bend the left foot on the ground, right knee and knee raised, and bring the right foot over the top of and place it over the top of the left raised knee. Hands are on the sides, finger pointing outward, Shambhavi Mudra, Pratyahara Kumbhaka. Engage Mulbandha and visualize side hip as a congested pocket being cleared, space returning pressure, leaving circulation improving. Inhale and feel the prana moving into that tight area like warmth that restores mobility. As you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Dakshinardha Padasanam. The next asana is, we'll be repeating Rejunasanam Yogasanam on the other side. So this time, place the right foot to the perineum. Lift your left leg at the chest, holding it with both the hands. Use your hand to lift and hold the foot firmly at the center of the chest. Shambhavi Mudra, Pratyahara Kumbhaka, and visualize a radiant warmth bridge of energy connecting your heart center to your bent knee, symbolizing the union of love and grounded stability. Engage Mulabandha as you gaze to the nose and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Ekasya parshva purasijano nidhaya anyatra gulfa sthapitva hastayen dharayet Nasanam Yogasanam idam hridaya janu melanam. The next asana is repeating Tuskai asana on the other side. This time, extend the other opposite foot in front of you. Other foot is raised, knee is raised, foot is on the ground. Hands in Namaskar Mudra. The raised heel is close to the groin. Hands in Namaskar Mudra. Keep your extended leg active by pressing through the heels, maintaining your spine long, engaging the core to support the posture. Pratyahara Kumbhaka, engage Mulbandha. Visualize yourself seated as grain after husking, outer effort falling away to leave only what is necessary and true. Gaze to the nose and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Atatuskayasanam. Now we are repeating Vakrasana Dve on the other side. So this time sit with your right leg extended and left foot on the ground, knee raised. Twist your torso to the left and place the right arm over the left foot. The left arm is behind you. Twist your body, gaze backward, Shambhavi Mudra. Visualize a wriggling out of a wet cloth, stagnation and mental heaviness squeezed out, clarity left behind. Engage Mulbandha as you chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Atha Vakrasanam. Next is Vipreet Ardha Matsendrasana on the other side. So cross the foot on the opposite side of the body, leg, extended leg. And hands, once again, use this asana to have a deeper twist. Have a deeper twist. Gaze fully back. Gaze to the nose. Engage Mulbandha, Pratyahara Kumbhaka. You can use the support of the partner, so partner can help you to twist even more than what you are in this position. So take the external support, use the partner support. Visualize yourself as Matsyendranath, the great yogi, the Lord of Fishes, seated in serene mastery of inner balance. As you chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Viparita Matsendrasanam Nama Padameka Murdhva Kritva Upri Januni Nyasa Parshve Shiro Niveshayet. The next asana is Sankhahasana Purvanga, repeated on the other side. So as you're seated with your right leg extended and left foot on the opposite thigh, extend the right hand forward as you hold on to the feet, and left leg is crossed behind you, trying to hold on to the left foot behind you. And once again, and try to twist your upper body towards the left as you twist yourself. Use this opportunity. Once again, take the support of the partner to give you a deeper stretch, more than what you can do comfortably. So take the support of the partner, and so that he's able to twist you even further. Shambhavi Mudra, Pratyahara Kumbhaka. Visualize a luminous conch shell spiraling inward at your heart. It's early from radiating purity and divine light as you engage the nose and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Padam Prasaryam Kunchitva Dakshina Hotron Purayet Rechakena Pashve Parinyan Padatale Grihinyat. The next asana is progression of the Sankhavasana. So as you see, seated with your one leg extended, twist your torso and lean on the side. Bring your opposite arm over the raised head. Hold onto the feet with both the hands. Twist your torso. Use this opportunity to stretch your lower back. Rotate your spine as you visualize a luminous conch shell spiraling inward at the heart center. Pratyahara Kumbhaka, engage Mulbandha. Bring your gaze to the third eye. As you chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham पदैकं प्रसारित्वा अन्यं कुञ्चित्वा दक्षिणश्रोत्रणो पूरयेत् रैचकेन प्रसार्य परिणामय पादतलं गृहेयात्. The next asana that will be repeating is Dakshina Siddhasana. So this time, sit with your left leg extended in front of you and the right foot is bent towards your perineum. Hands interlaced in Parashmudra in front of your navel center. Perform Pratyahara Kumka, where you inhale deeply, hold the breath, and while withdrawing the senses inward, bringing your attention inward as you hold as long as comfortable, and then exhale slowly. Engage Mul Bandha, visualize prana flowing freely through your legs, clearing tightness and dissolving stiffness. As you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Atha Dakshina Siddhasanam. The next asana is Sankhahasana Uttaranga. Repeat it on the other side. So once again, give a deeper twist. It's kind of similar asana then of Sankhahasana. So this time once again, bring the opposite foot over your head, hold on to the extended foot with both the hands. Give a deeper twist as you twist your torso to the sides with a control and breath steady. Deepen the stretch as you perform Pratyahara Kumka, engage Mulbandha, and visualize a luminous conch spiral spiraling inward at your heart. Yes. Please go ahead and support your partner so that he goes beyond the comfort level. Chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Ubho Bahu Parivartaye Prasaritam Padam Prasarayet Prasarita Parshvam Nitaya Bandhe Vritti Kritva Shakti Pravartayet. Yes. Now we'll be entering into the next asana, which is Vanaguptasana. So sit with both the feet in front of you, holding on to them gently with your hands. Keep your spine long as you inhale in Sahaj Kumka. Inhale through the nose, hold the breath comfortably, and then release. Engage Mulbandha. And as you exhale, lean forward, down from your hips, allowing your chest to reach forward towards the ground. So try to bring your heels as close to the ground as you lean forward, trying to bring your chest to the ground. Lower your forehead towards your feet to deepen the stretch. Once again, go around and help your partner so that they're able to stretch beyond their comfort zone. Shambhavi Mudra, Sahaj Kumka, visualize yourself as a head of majestic footed serpent. As your awareness deepens, its hood spread wide behind your head like a crown of radiant protection. Gaze to the nose and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Dvijasanam Apyak Atra Kukutasanam Uttamam Vanaguptasanam Chaiva Garudasanam Evacha. The next asana is Avaghatasana. So in this similar posture where you sit with feet together in front of you, keeping your knees bent and extended outward. And then slowly lean forward, bringing your forehead all the way to the ground with your heels extended further away than your head. So your forehead will be on the ground behind your heels. So legs are extended forward so that when you bend forward, try to bring your forehead to the ground behind your heels. Arms are extended in front of you, over your head along the ground, locking your elbows and reaching further out. Keep your spine tall. Keep your spine long. Avoid rounding your lower back. Engage your core gently to deepen the forward fold. Bring your hands in Anjali Mudra. Yes. Sahaja Kumka, engage Mulbandha as you gaze to the nose. Visualize your body meeting the earth with complete acceptance. See all resistance dissolve and energy to flow outward while spine lengthens inward as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Avagatasanam. The next asana is Guni Harsa Asana. In this asana, as you are seated with soles of the feet together and place your hands around your feet and then lift and pull your legs up towards your head. So you are lifting your feet towards your head. And hold this position with a gentle hug to deepen the stretch. Maintain the taller spine, avoid rounding your lower back, engage your core lightly for this flexibility. Sahaja Kumka, Mool Bandha, visualize yourself in the space of sheer joy. In this pleasant state, delight not short, it naturally unfolds, sustained by balance, integrity, and calm inner strength. Chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Adaguni Harshasanam. Yes, the next asana is Achaleshwara Asana. So once again, as you're seated with soles of feet together, place your hands around your feet and lift and pull the legs upward towards your head. So bring and pull the legs towards your head, keeping your knees bent outward. Hold the position with gently hugging to deepen the stretch. Maintain a tall spine, avoid rounding your lower back, engage your core, Shambhavi Mudra, Sahaja Kumka. Visualize yourself as unmoving center as you engage Mulbandha and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Atha Achaleshwara. The next asana is Chandra Garbhasana. As you're seated in a comfortable seated position with soles of the feet together and hands resting gently, bend both the knees and bring the feet towards your chest. And press the soles of the feet together, allowing the knee to open on the sides in a butterfly or round like bound angle shape. Maintain even Shambhavi Mudra, Sahaj Kumka, Mulbandha, and visualize glowing full moon cradled within the sanctuary of your inner womb space as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Pashvayo Karo Nyasya Nai Pado Uron Naset. The next asana is Garbhasana. Start seated comfortably with the spine tall, hands resting gently on your feet. And as you bring your both the knees and feet lift your feet towards your head or over your head, aiming to gently press the soles of the feet together or at the top of your head, allowing your knees to open on the sides, creating a deep fold towards the upper body. Shambhavi Mudra, Sahaja Kumka, Mool Bandha, visualize yourself as a luminous embryo cradled within the cosmic womb. As you gaze to the nose and chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Garbhasanamanam Pado Shirisas Sanstapya Hasto Charu Yugme Baddhanavi Drishti Cha Dharane Garbhavati Tishthet. The next asana is Ratnamasana Purvangam. So, as you're seated with your feet together, wrap your arms around your ankles and then bring your hands together around your lower leg and stack your and then drive your hands upward towards the crown of your head. So bring your legs over the head on the top of the crown while maintaining holding the feet with both the hands. Shambhavi Mudra, Sahaja Kumka, engage Mulbandha, visualize a radiant jewel deep within your core. As you chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, Gulfa Yugme Bhuja Veshtya Karamudra Samuntrayet Murdhani Sthapayet Kramopetya Vyamem Samacharet. The next asana is Ratnamasana. So once again, for the deeper stretch, once again, lift your both of your legs over the crown of the head, hands holding the feet. And during the full and half breath cycle, tense your entire body in an empty lock, Moola Bandha, creating a firm, energized suspension. Hold this motionless while posture steady with precision, like a flawless jewel. As you perform Sahaj Kumka, Mool Bandha, Chand Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, Chakraganthe Padatale Samaveva Sanyojayet, Nishasvadvega, Gulfo, Shirorandhes, Samukshipet. The next asana is Ratmasana Uttarangam. So this time you'll be carefully bringing your legs behind or the back of your shoulders or the head. Hands firmly holding onto the feet. Firmly draw your big toes towards your ears and then bring it towards at the back of your head. Shambhavi Mudra. Maintain your focus, calm balance. Visualize a radiant jewel deep within your core as you engage Mulbandha and chant Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Janu Srishto Karna Kone Nitva Padang Gushta Yugmam Dridam. The next asana is Sandana Asana. So sit in a comfortable seated position with your feet together in front of you and bend the knees out wide onto the ground if possible. And then your spine is long. Place your hands on the respective knees. Engage your core as you perform Shambhavi Mudra, Sahaj Kumka, Moola Bandha. Visualize yourself seated in effortless calm, hip open, resting wide on the earth as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Atha Sanandasanam. Next asana is Nagarjunasana. So from the comfortable seated position from the previous asana, now cross your arms in front of you, holding the opposite knees. So you're trying to hold on to the opposite knees. Engage your core gently to support your posture. Maintain even pressure through your sitting bones. Shambhavi Mudra, Sahaj Kumka, Mool Bandha. Be in a quiet clarity, grounded with attention turned inward as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Atha Nagarjunasanam. The next asana is Vana Khandi Asana. In this asana, as you are seated with soles of the feet together in front of you and knees bent. Keep your spine long, chest upright, and bring one heel close to the perineum. So start with right heel, bringing the right heel close to the perineum. And then other foot is just in front of the opposite foot toes. Cross your hands and hold on to the opposite foot's ankle. Maintain even grounding through your sitting bones for the stability. Engage your core to gently support the upright posture. Shambhavi Mudra, Sahaj Kumka. Visualize yourself seated within a quiet clearing of the forest. Engage Mulbandha as you gaze to the nose and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Atha Vanakhandiyasanam. The next asana is Prakriti Pavasana. In this asana, as you're seated with your spine tall, leg extended, lift your left leg and hold on to the ankle with your left elbow joint. And raise the leg upward. And then raise your right leg and place it on the foot. of your left upper arm, and then catch hold of its toes with your left hand. So you are holding the big toes of the right foot with the left hand. Place your right hand on your neck for the support. Engage your core. Chambay Mudra, Sahaja Kumka. Visualize aligning with your original innate state as you chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Atha Prakriti Bhava Asanam. The next asana, we are repeating Vana Khandi Asana on the other side. So this time, bring the left foot close to the perineum and the right foot is just in front of the left big toe. Cross your arms and hold on to the opposite ankles. Engage your core. Shambhavi Mudra, Sahaj Kumka, Mulbandha, gaze to the nose as you chant japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Atha Vamakhandyasanam. Now we are repeating Prakriti Pavasana on the other side. So this time lift your right leg. And hold on to the and lift your right leg on the top of the right elbow. Bring the left foot and cross it on the left right leg. Hold on to the foot with the right hand and the left arm is on the neck. Hands in Parshumudra, Sahaja Kumka. Engage Mulbandha as you visualize your lifted feet as the singular root of awareness from which the dualities of effort and strain emerges and separate. Chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Atha Prakriti Pava Asanam. The next asana is Brahmana Adivaranasana. So bring your legs in Padmasana with your spine tall and bring your hands in Brahma Granthi Mudra, knot of Brahma, by interlocking the fingers from outside in and thumb facing upward. So just like in Sarva Shankari Mudra, interlace the finger from outside and the thumbs are facing upward. Lower your head gently downward at a controlled, mindful movement, bringing your gaze towards your heart or ground. With this posture, focus your attention inward and meditate deeply upon the sacred syllable Om. Shambhavi Mudra. Kritiseshta Kumbhaka. Inhale with force. Draw the breath upward from the navel, bringing it to the region of heart. Then perform Uddiyana Bandha and apply Jalandhar Bandha, performing all the three bandhas, Mahamudra Bandha. Visualize brilliant golden light filling your inner space. See it luminous aura of Brahma as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Brahmanadi Varnasanam Padasanam Sthyo Hastayo Brahmaganti Badhva. The next asana is Darvasana. So sit with your in a comfortable cross-leg posture. Bring the legs in Padmasana and then rest your elbows gently on the thighs. Interlace the finger in front of the chest, letting your elbows and shoulder relax, hands in Parshmudra. And as you inhale in Kritiseshta Kumbhaka, inhale forcefully, draw the breath inward from the navel to bring it to the region of the heart. Hold the breath comfortably and then exhale fully, performing all the three bandhas. Visualize deep pride arising within you, not from ego, but from sacred connection to Paramashiva. As chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Padmasanam samasthaya hasto vrikshana sanstito Grivasto idam tishthet garvasanam iti smritam. The next asana is Swastikasana Pancha. So as you're seated with your legs in Padmasana, place your hands beneath your respective thighs, on the sides of your thighs. Keep your fingers relaxed and palm flat against the floor. Maintain even, hold the posture. Keep your chest open, gaze soft. As you perform Shambhavi Mudras, Mulbandha, visualize yourself seated at the center of radiant swastika as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Swastikamasana Prathamamahi Garbha Gambhirasanam Krimisanam. The next asana is Yoga Mudrasana. So from as you're seated with your legs in Padmasana, lean forward. Lean your chest forward, bringing your forehead onto the ground in front of you, and place the hands behind you on the ground. Palms are facing upward. So palms are facing upward on the ground beside you. Exhale and relax deeply as you can. Pratyahara Kumka, engage Mulbandha as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Karani Chitranamasi Yoga Mudra Vidhunanam. The next asana is Virasana. So as you're seated with your legs in Padmasana, rise up and once again, take the left arm behind as you reach behind, holding onto the right arm, and bring the right arm holding across the front of your body and lean forward. Lower your head down onto the ground, aiming to gently comfortable reach. Stretch. Pratyahara Kumka, Mulbandha, Jalandhar Bandha. Visualize your body dissolving into pure space, every boundary fading into vastness around you as you chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Rirasanam tu Vigyena Kakshasanam ita param Grivasanam ta paramam Pujasanam me hochate. The next asana is Kurmasana, Trini. As you're seated with your legs in Padmasana, lean your upper body forward, resting your elbows gently on the top of your thighs. Cup your hands at the side of your chest, using them for the leverage for support as you lean forward. Shambhavi Mudra, Pratyahara Kumbhaka. Visualize yourself as large turtle resting within its still depth of ocean. Engage Mulbandha and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Dandapashvachap Sahajam Bandapidham Mayurakam Ekapadamayuram cha Sammayuram ihochate. Rise up as we enter into the Rirasanam, repeating on the other side. So as you're seated with your legs in Padmasana, this time bring the right hand behind you, holding on to the left arm. Bring the left arm in front of you. Lean forward, trying to bring your forehead on the ground, aiming for a gentle and comfortable stretch. Pratyahara Kumka. Visualize your body dissolving into pure state, every boundary fading into vastness around you as you chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Rirasanam tu Vigyena Kakshasanam ita param Grivasanam cha paramam Pujasanam ihochate. Now we'll be entering into the next asana, which is Kurmasana Chatwari. So as you're seated with your legs in Padmasana, rise up and cross your arms and hold on to the opposite big toes. Spine tall, hips at level as hands in Prana Mudra, Pratyahara Kumka. Visualize Swamiji seated upon a golden throne, radiating boundless light as you engage Mulbandha and chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Padmasanam Samasthapya Purato Gruhyam Padayo Dakshina Vamena Panina. The next asana is Tipakarasana. So we are entering into the sequence of asanas where you'll be performing the splits. So sit with your feet spread wide apart and extend your arms straight out to the shoulder height. So extend your arms on the sides, bring your hands in front of you, gaze forward as you perform Rechaka Kumka. So this whole sequence is going to be split variations. So make sure that you are using this opportunity to perform, take the support of the partner, take the support of the wall to perform the splits. So visualize yourself as palmyra tree, standing tall and resilient. Engage Mool Bandha as chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Asan ko garu guna sharira ko sho jai. Continue practicing as we enter into the next asana, which is Parasana. Continue. So if you are still practicing, please continue. This time in Parasana, this is the front split. So bring the left leg in front of you. And if you are still practicing the side split, please continue to do so. In Parasana, bring the right foot in front, left foot in front, and right foot in back. Hands are holding on to the opposite respective thighs. Shambhay Mudra, Mool Bandha, gaze to the nose, visualize yourself as Lord Veerbhadra, fierce and powerfulness. As you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Para asanam ko guna asana ko guna ko so vayu jai pava sarala bahe para asana ko guna gathiya bahi bau jai. Yes. Continue to practice as we enter into the next asana, which is Pinda Mayurasana. So this is also a split variation of in Mayurasana. So in Mayurasana, you will be placing the right leg on the top of the shoulders. So try to bring yourself in Mayurasana and bring your right foot on the top of the shoulders, parallel to the ground. As you lift your upper body and back leg straight, parallel to the ground. So give it a try. Shambhay Mudra, Rechka Kumka, engage Mool Bandha. As you visualize the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, anchoring your consciousness, see his energy stabilizing, your being radiating. Alignment with Paramashiva. As you gaze to the nose and chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Yes, give it a try. You can take the support of the partner so that he gives you a balance and trying to lift your leg on the top of the shoulders. And take the support of the partner. Ekam padam mayuragre prasarya ekam mayuravat idam pandamayurakhya sarvavyadi vinashakam. Yes. Now we are repeating Parasana on the other side. So this time bring your right leg in front of you and left leg extended in the back. Hands on the respective thighs. Shambhay Mudra. Mool Bandha, bring your gaze to the nose, visualize yourself as triangle, stable and balanced as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Yes. Take the support of the partner and go beyond your comfort zones. If you don't have the partner, try to stretch yourself and try to go beyond your comfort zone. Only when you are pushing yourself, you will see you are going beyond your limits. पर आसन को गुण चौरासी वाई जाई पवन सरल बहे पर आसन को गुण गठिया वाई जाई. Yes. The next asana is Pinda Mayurasana. So this is a similar split, but in Mayurasana. So come to the Mayurasana and once again, bring the left leg in front of you on the top of the shoulders. Left leg is behind you. Right leg is behind you. Try to perform Pinda Mayurasana. Rechika Kumbhaka. Visualize Lord Veerbhadra in your inner space as you engage Mulbandha and chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. अथ पिण्डमयूरासनम् एकपादं मयूराग्रे प्रसार एक मयूरवत् इदं पिण्डमयूराख्या सर्वव्याधिविनाशकम्. The next asana is Prasarita asana. So once again, sit with your legs extended wide in front on the sides, hands in front of you, resting on the ground. Bring your gaze to the third eye. So once again, go around and help your partners to stretch. Shambhay Mudra, Rechika Kumbhaka. Visualize bliss oozing from every fiber of your being as you extend beyond your current limit. Engage Mulbandha as you gaze to the third eye and chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Padadvayam prasarya atmas sumukham suprasaritam. Continue to hold into the previous asana or practice split as we enter into the next asana, which is Uttana Padasana. So in this asana, instead of hands are on the ground, bring your hands in Namaskara Mudra in front of your chest. Perform Rechika Kumbhaka, means fully exhale and hold the breath without inhaling. Engage Mulabandha as you visualize yourself as extended foot, reaching effortlessly forward with precision and control. See energy flowing through your entire body, through your embodying flexibility, focus gracefully, expansion, merging physical extension with mental clarity and inner steadiness. Chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. वासिष्ठ अथ कौंडिन्यम ऊर्ध्वकुक्कुटमेव च अष्टावक्रथुत्थानं मयूरं सेतुबन्धनम् उत्थानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकं नटराजं त्रिकोणं च सुप्ताङ्गुष्ठप्रसारणे. So from the previous asana now, we'll be entering into the next asana, which is Upavishta Konasana. So as you're holding on to the previous asana, now lean forward, fold forward onto the ground. Bring your chin to the ground. Gaze to the nose and reach and hold onto the feet with both the hands. Shambhay Mudra. So try to extend your legs as wide as possible. Lean your torso forward. Bring your chin to the ground. Gaze to the nose as you chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Chapta Chakrakshanaraya Vrikshasana Visheshakan Janana Indriyadharaya Kona Bhedan Samadhaset. Yes, very good. You can, as all of you are doing, as you press your partner from the lower back so that he is able to fold forward. Yes. Now we'll be entering into the next asana, which is Dhanurasana Trini. So come to the seated, come to your place, come to the comfortable seated position as we enter into the next asana, which is Dhanurasana Trini. So sit with your right leg extended in front of you and extend both the legs in front of you and hold on to the big toes with the respective hand. With your So hold on to the big toes with the opposite hands. Hold on to the big toes with your opposite hand and with your right hand on the top, pull your left leg towards your ears, towards the left ear. So hold on to the left big toe with the right hand and pull the left leg on the top of the right shoulder. On the top of the right shoulder. Hands in pranayama mudra, pratyahar kumka, mool bandha. Visualize yourself as a bow, coiled. See strength, resilience, and precision radiating through your body as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Padangushthatu Panibhyam Gritva Shravanavidhi Dhanura Akarshaka Kritva Dhunurasana Mochate. Yes. The next asana is Virasana Chatwari. So sit with you as you're seated with your legs extended, right leg extended in front of you. Bring the left foot on the top of your right thigh or knees. Hands over the lap for the support. Shambhavi Mudra. Pratyahara Kumbhaka. Visualize yourself in a heroic steadiness. As you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Duginam Patitam Padam Vamam Dakshinah Uthitam Ritva Anyolattarasya tu Viparita Atha Uchyate. The next asana is Ekapadasana Dve. So sit with your right leg extended and bring the left foot behind your neck. So you can start with bringing it through the chest and slowly lift it towards your face and then towards your ears, and then slowly bring your left leg behind your neck. You can once again go around and help your partners to lift your leg behind your head. Hands will be in Namaskar Mudra in front of your chest. Pratyahar Kumka. Visualize yourself balanced on one foot yet coiled as you gaze to the third eye and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Ekapadatho Kanthe Utthapya cha Ekam cha Dandavat Karo Samputita Kritva Ekapada cha Uchyate. The next asana is similar asana, which is Vamapada Sirisasana. So keep your left leg behind your neck and this time fold the right leg and bring the heel close to the perineum. Hands once again in Namaskar Mudra in front of you. Perform Pratyahara Kumbhaka. Visualize yourself inverted, balancing on one foot with serene awareness. Mulabandha, as you bring your gaze to the third eye, as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. बेसिने वेम पग माथ ऊपर लावा डाका पथल्या भाग पर चढ़ावा ने हाथ जोड़ी ने स्थित्वा कर वीते द्विपाद थी शासन कहे वायछे. Now we'll be entering into the next asana, which is Ekapada Mayurasana. In this asana, you'll be bringing the left leg behind your neck and entering into Padmasana. Or you can first enter into Mayurasana and then try to bring your left leg behind your neck, trying to balance yourself in Mayurasana. So let's enter into that asana as we perform Shambhavi Mudra Pratyahara Kumbhaka. Visualize yourself as a peacock as you once again go around and help your partner to perform the asana. Yes, do not force the partner. Let him go beyond his limits. As you engage Mulbandha, visualize yourself as a peacock, balanced on one foot, pious and resilient. As you chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Haratari Sakalarogana Ashu Pulmodori Toridan Abhibhavati cha Doshan Asanam Shri Mayuram. Yes. If you are still holding on to the previous asana, then with your leg behind your neck, slowly bend and lie down on your back with your leg behind. Or if you have come to the comfortable posture, slowly lie down on your back and try to bring your left leg behind your neck. And the respective hand is holding the foot. The other hand is resting on the sides. Pratyahara Kumbhaka, gaze to the nose as you visualize yourself as the cosmic Vikrama with angle footed in earth, another reaching towards heaven, and the third angle piercing your every soul. As you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam Uttanmakurnapitham cha simham garudamev cha vatayanam gomukham cha bharadwajam trivikramam. Now slowly lie down on your back into Savasana Dve. Lie down flat, your arms and legs relaxed, keep it separated and relaxed, face relaxed, gaze inward. Bring your gaze to the nose, perform Shakti Chalana Mudra. Focus on Muladhara, contract the perineum to rose the dormant Kundalini. Forcefully draw the Apana Vayu upward with intent. Hold the energy and intention firmly inward as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham.
Now slowly start to wiggle your fingers, your feet, your ankles, your wrist. Slowly bring your knees to the chest. Crawl from side to side. Massaging your spine as you lean on one side and come back to the comfortable seated position. With your hands in Namaskara Mudra. Let's offer our gratitude to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramasham, for giving this opportunity to perform the most authentic yoga revived from the very source, the Nithyananda Yoga. And now let's end the session with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavad Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you everyone for joining in for the live Nithyananda Yoga. Make sure that you tune in tomorrow as well for the live. Thank you. Nithyananda.